stuff. Let's get ready.
Yeah, it's called winter.
Evan garden.
I gardened. I used to be out there.
Aren't you?
Getting stung by bees.
There's a loud vibrating.
Yeah, guys, don't hit the table.
Yeah,
It's on the table.
I think we're going to
You're
be
ready to
careful.
go?
Oh, we're in the main group.
Yeah, thanks. Wing share.
All right. Hold on. Go ahead. Put us up. Bring us in.
We're bringing us in.
Are we live?
Are we live?
We're live.
We're live?
We got to say that all the
We're
time.
live? We're live-ish?
I hope we handled that vibrating noise there, Jason.
Yeah, we don't have that customer here anymore.
I don't think anybody knows about that one.
That's the whole point. That's one of those little Easter eggs that Bob was talking about. So while we wait, give people if they want to come
Right.
and voice their opinion. Tomorrow's it. Toys R Us.
Toys R Us. Oh, yeah, we could talk about that. By the way, our names are up. I'm Robert Trate, and this is
MJ Ortiz,
MJ
T-shirt
Ortiz.
guy.
Yeah, yeah. I'm wearing my Gentle Giant shirt. This
Nice.
one's going out to Daniel Pickett. It's for you, buddy.
DP.
DP. So yeah,
Sounds better.
as you said, last week at Toys R Us, we can put this up real quick.
Yeah, let's talk about how sad it is to go to a Toys R Us, in the final week.
Today
Why
was
are
today
we
was
always
bad.
are swaying?
I don't know. We do
it's
this
really-
like dancing thing, and I'm trying to
it
get
was funny the other day,
stationary.
I
I'm trying to
watched
get
this back.
stationary.
And it was you started swaying and I swayed with you every time.
I don't know what I mean. I always
infectious.
sway. I stand like a penguin with my feet out like this, so I'm waddling most times.
We're trying here. It's tough. I think it's because we're not sitting like at a news desk. It's just,
Should we sit?
And it's the heat. I think that
Yeah,
maybe
the
if we
heat.
keep moving,
Yeah, you gotta-
The heat makes you move.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
it does. I think it does because I don't want to stand perfectly still and just let the sweat drip.
Yeah, it's
I think
bad.
that
It
could
gets
be it.
bad.
That could be it.
So yeah, I mean, we went to a Toys R Us.
Aww. Team Jason. Team Jason.
You're my man.
Hashtag Team Gentle Giant.
Team
And when I
Jason.
read that, I thought that we had a Gentle Giant
We do.
product.
We have the Hulk.
No, that's not. That's NECA.
I know. Well, he's a giant.
Yeah, that's for sure. Okay, so we went every day this week. We're gonna release a super. Don't hashtag Team Evan. Oh, okay, cool.
Team Gentle Giant.
So we went every day this week to a Toys R Us, and it's been hard.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And I kind of thought I was really prepared for the closing.
I thought there'd still be stuff left.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna kind of have a little bit more fun. We got lucky at my Toys R Us. 'Cause
We did.
popped some bottoms.
Yeah, we did.
Evan's favorite thing.
Well, I think there in Princeton, New Jersey, I don't think they were carrying as much because it was earlier in the week.
Yeah.
And we really scored. I mean, we got a Samuel Jackson for a penny. You can't
Yeah.
see him. He's way up top here. Evan's going to get him. But we got a Samuel Jackson that was missing the other two figures
been
in the
robbed.
exclusive.
Missing every year. Actually, give it to me and go to that one.
been robbed.
So it's just one of those really, really cool things that we found.
Yeah,
And
for a penny, how can
yeah.
you not buy Shaft?
yeah, we got a pack of baseball cards. We got a Lego,
91.
2 Legos. Yeah, 91 baseball cards. We got some Legos.
Logan loved that Lego. So
Yeah. So, it is what it is.
It's been really sad, and they're getting. I thought that the liquidation companies would have a lot more stuff.
I thought they
up
would
until the
bring
end.
in okay, let's get rid of
Yeah.
all the bubbles. Let's get rid of all the beach toys that we have left.
Yeah,
And there's
but
nothing.
it is barren there now. So we are going to go tomorrow. We're going to go live from the Cherry Hill, New Jersey location. If you're local, come on by.
Yeah, we'll be there. We'll be there.
Around 10 or so?
10-ish.
10-ish. 10-ish. I can
we'll-
usually get there about 9:30.
Yeah, I'll be there early too.
I can usually cross the state line by then.
So we'll be there. We're gonna go live. We're gonna show you what's left, and then we're gonna kind of say our final goodbyes. I think.
I don't think there's going to be anything left.
Oh, no.
Judging by today. And
Today we saw bags, and then we went next door to a Fuddruckers, and their credit card machine was broken, and they had Toys
was
R Us
great.
credit card slips.
That was
so,
great.
See that
that
on the Instagram, right?
that picture will be up on the Instagram later. I think it needs a lot more explaining.
Yeah.
But we do have a lot of cool things on the Instagram right now to really show you the desolation. But as MJ said, on Monday, we're going to have a monster article of all of our Instagrams and YouTube pieces
Yeah.
together to show you the last 6 months. It starts in California, if you can believe it, when MJ was out there on a visit. And then we're all over the tri-state, Pennsylvania, Delaware, New Jersey area. And then we even have some Burbank footage or, all kinds of crazy
we've
stuff.
We've got a lot covered, so.
I just can't believe it.
All
Just
right.
for the taste of it.
So let's talk Mezco here, guys, because I know everybody is up in arms.
When you're ready to go
Thank
on
you
that.
very much. This is another one of those kind of NECA pre-order scenarios, but I think there's some factors here that were a little different, and I think it's got a lot of people upset. Okay, so
Now, if you're just tuning in because you love our show, this was the Punisher in question. So here is the summer exclusive special ops Punisher that Mezco was offering yesterday. And I think the big difference between this summer exclusive and the Batman Beyond one that was, what, a week ago, 2 weeks ago, was that Batman Beyond was gone in 3 hours.
yeah,
The Punisher,
about 20 minutes.
a little bit different.
Well, so, and here's the other thing too. People aren't, if you're in the collective community, you're not dumb. And one thing that you know if you're buying Mezcos is that the other two Punishers are some of the highest valued on the resale market.
What did Lego Paul get? What did he get?
He was able to get 2 of these. So
Okay.
we are going to get one that we can review.
No, like as you were saying, the value of it, he got a rare one.
Well, he got one at Toy Fair last year. They didn't have an actual exclusive, but they gave him a black chest variant Punisher, which was a Puerto Rico exclusive, which was limited to 500 pieces. And we've been told that it's easily between $600 to $1,200. Easy.
I mean, the Toy Fair one alone was going for $1,200 to $2,000 for that one alone.
Yeah.
And that was from what we could determine, was just a sticker.
Exactly.
That was the major difference.
Well, and I think the paint, but
yeah.
So before we get into what happened here, let's kind of parallel the. I guess you know what. Let me take a step back. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Let's talk about what happened yesterday. At what, 12 o'clock? Did it go live? 12-ish?
I'd have to say, yeah, I was just about to walk out the door to go to Toys R Us, and then all of a sudden my email went off, and I was like, oh, the Punisher's up. And then I sent you the link.
So you sent me the link, and so immediately I hopped on and I tried to get one for us to review for the show.
Right.
And it was dragging, and I got to check out. My payment failed. Huh, weird. Tried again. Payment failed. Tried a different payment method. Didn't work. Tried PayPal. I called you because I was using a third-party device to actually get to my computer to order it here.
Yes.
You tried 3 times.
I tried again after you and I hung up, and I went for it again. And I think this was very frustrating for me because, one, I didn't really want it. And 2, I really wanted to get it for you because you were in a position where you couldn't be at a computer. So that was even more frustrating. And every means that we tried kept saying, your cart is still full, please try another payment method. Your payment method has failed because they are not synced with our payment methods. Please try again. So we had one in the cart and we just kept trying.
And before you knew it, it was sold out.
Boom. And then we saw this. Sold out.
Okay, and so that's when the resurgence of the NECA blast back of people. There were about 3 or 4 different threads going on the page of people saying, hey, are you having a problem? Are you having a problem? Because as many problems as we experienced, there were 502 payment error or 502 bad gateway issues where the page just wasn't coming up.
Yes.
There were multiple, Jason just said he had the payment thing too, with Nightmare Batman. So, and that actually is a good point. If it happened with Nightmare Batman, then that means that they know that this is something that occurs.
Right.
Okay,
right.
So let's kind of talk the parallels or I guess differences between NECA and what Mezco does. So NECA sold out within a minute, okay?
Right.
And
also, we're talking like, what, 3 times the value,
yes,
if not more, of what you're paying. Like we had an $85 Mezco in relation to a 4-figure set that was what? How much was the Turtles?
The Turtles, $250 pretty much for both
plus
of them.
then you were going after the play set as well.
Well, no, it's $125, but with the play set it was $250.
Okay.
But they were able to handle the traffic, and they limited it to 2.
Right.
So people were upset, but at least the website didn't crash. So now let's talk about what happened with Mezco and I guess what they could do differently. So a limit of 6 per customer, okay?
Right.
Which, you know, I spoke with a couple people from our team, and I think Rick Aaliyah had the best point about this is 6 is actually their case pack. So that's how that comes into us. So if somebody orders 6, you can slap a label on it and it could go on out the door. And that's probably what we were thinking, occurred here. But by limiting it to 6, I wouldn't even call that limiting for, what up, Josh? For a Mezco SDCC, or is it just a summer exclusive?
It says a summer exclusive, which
Okay.
I'm guessing that means they don't sell it just at Comic-Con. It probably goes to a few other places
Okay.
post Comic-Con.
So for a summer exclusive to limit it to 6 is, and especially for a company that is catering to the collector's market,
It says it right on their pack.
It is the absolute opposite of that, because that is literally asking people to buy them and scalp them. And knowing what they have with the Punisher, knowing that it's so highly sought after on the secondary market, it's like saying, hey guys, we're making this product for you, and then completely dropping the ball when it comes to making sure that it gets into the people's hands.
Well, that's one of the issues with the Punisher, and I would have felt as if this wasn't so much like an Aquaman or yet another Batman, but the Punisher has its own following amongst just general fans.
Yes.
So, and they're crazy, and that you think that, like, before there were Deadpool fans, there were Punisher fans, like way back. I remember in like the early 80s when you would see that guy with the graffiti Punisher shirt on, and you're like, is that guy okay? He was like one of those weird kind of guys. So this
You're
is something
crossing over
that if you're even
to the
a
other side of
Punisher
the street.
fan, of which we know one, he ordered 2 just straight up.
Because he wanted one to display, one
Right.
to have. So Matt said, I like what Mezco makes, but they have been making some decisions I don't agree with in the past year, and their sales for the exclusive leaves a lot to be desired. And Jason said, I assume the summer exclusive is primarily for SDCC, but leaves them the option to take it to other cons if they have inventory left. And so I'm wondering, are they even going to have this to ship at Comic-Con, knowing their pre-order schedule?
I think they still will. And
Okay.
and I've been to the Mezco booth on Wednesday, and you see the line. And then I've come back Thursday to talk to the reps and stuff, and just to get a general, like, hey, what's sold out? What's, what do you still got? What was hot yesterday? And they usually say, we're out of it, we're out of it, we're out of it. Like, the first day is it, and they grab it. People grab as many as they can that first day.
Out of curiosity, do you think part of the problem is that they've set some aside for San Diego Comic-Con? That you can get as many online because
I don't think it.
online-
I don't think that's a problem. I think it's they just know they have to have some to sell at the
Well,
Do you think
at the
do you
con.
think that's why that it was sold out so quickly because they don't have as much to put on?
Well, I think that you're kind of on a point there that I was going to make as well, which is not only are they offering it online, they're taking some of this to Comic-Con, but they also are allowing their wholesale vendors to order from this pool as well. So you're coming in as a wholesale account and ordering, when what they really should do is chunk this thing up, take it to a limited of two per customer, and then say, okay, if you want this for San Diego Comic-Con and you're a wholesale, here's the day before. And for us, like media, give us a shot too the day before. Hey,
Well-
we've got a limited run, go ahead and order it, and then we're gonna open it up tomorrow to everybody else.
Well, that's something that I thought, and being how many that we have actually purchased here for the store and the reviews and things that we do, it's great that we get, the press should have a chance to buy one, not get one for free, but to buy one before everybody else. And I also think that some of these people, like our own Rick Aaliyah, he gets every one of these. So wouldn't that put him in sort of like a gold member club where he's like, hey dude, on Tuesday, you get a shot, you get an hour to buy, even if it's just an hour, you get an hour to buy it on that day, that's it. And then we do a next day for the press who wants to review one, and then it goes up to everybody, especially at $6 per person. That's not an exclusive
and here's
anymore.
another thing too. This isn't 6 per person. I want to point that out. This is 6 per transaction, which means you can go in and order 6 and order 6 and order 6. You will be paying for shipping each time.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I think this comes down to 6 is a case pack. So now they're going to let you come in. They're not even limiting it on a email or name basis. So let's catch up real quick. Ryan, what's up, man? Jason says that he loves the Punisher for the weapon accessories. They are great. Matt says, yeah, I almost wanted that Punisher because of the great looking accessories. They really nailed those. Josh said, what's the one thing you like about the Punisher figure? I think for this one, it's the face mask is really cool.
All right, put it back up there for a second.
Yeah,
this is. I thought this was. It really popped for me as a regular figure. I'm like, oh, he's coming with the mask.
Yeah, that's
and
cool.
I thought it was a cool figure. I really did think it was neat. And then, your other element of everybody's going to want this. If you don't get this now, you're going to pay $300 to $400 for this. And then
Matt, we'll take your note on the names thing. We'll get it updated for the next one.
yeah,
So,
I can move it around.
Listen, all in all, we asked Mezco some of these questions. We're waiting to see if they get back
Yeah,
to us.
we've been pretty good with Mezco. We have a nice relationship with them. They were our toy company of last year. So we've reached out to them and asked them why 6? Why not just 1? Did you expect this crush on your system yesterday? Just straightforward questions. We're not being nasty. We understand it's a business. We understand they have a commodity that people want. We just want to know why certain things are in place the way they are. Is it because it's easier to ship 6 at a time? When you get 1 by itself, it comes in a very nice package. It has a Mezco sticker on it. It's wrapped in bubble. And it's not just like bubble. It's fancy bubble.
They're
nice.
doing their own fulfillment, and I think that's one of the things that could be hindering them, is that coming from the fulfillment industry, managing those orders and managing all of that, if you don't have the right inventory management system, handling that stuff can become a logistical nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
So for them, it might just be one of those things where, like, listen, we'll get it out to the distributors, the wholesale accounts, we'll get these out in the marketplace, the people that want them are going to get them, versus us going crazy and not being able to fulfill the orders and yada, yada, yada. So hopefully they'll get back to us. Andrea said 6 per transaction. What is Mezco thinking or not thinking? And that's where we're confused here, because for a company that's so collector focused, they seem to have really fumbled when it came to this. And with Jason's point that they experienced this one with the Mezco Summer exclusive Nightmare Batman, that means that it's a known problem, and there's things that you can do to mitigate that. You can go to your hosting provider. Most people host with GoDaddy, and you pay for that day to get surge kind of memory for your site, so that hey, I'm going to announce something that's really big. Let me pay a few extra bucks that day so that the site doesn't crash.
Or how about this? Like we said, a gold member status, people who buy every one. How about just, hey, I keep $150 in my Mezco account. As soon as a new figure comes up, boom, I'm already charged.
Almost like a club,
right?
A collector's club.
I'm sending an email maybe the week before and saying, hey, this figure will become available to you on Tuesday. Do you wish to opt out? And then if you don't respond, you get charged for the figure.
Well, I mean, what about...
And that's it. Then I don't have to worry about it. I've got everyone coming
Even at the $80 price point, it's a higher price point, but you got to think about it. With so many different monthly subscription boxes, I would sign up for a subscription box from Mezco, where every single month you get me for $80, okay?
Yeah.
And I know that I'm going to get $112 a month.
And the thing is, it's not something you're not able to trade or sell if you're a member of this club and you're like, I only collect the Marvel guys, I only collect the DC guys. No, I can go trade a Marvel guy, this one for that one, and back and forth.
Yeah.
So you're investing in the company, you're getting what you want, and you don't have to go through this anguish of getting one you actually do want.
Yeah.
And all this has done is created this secondary market where this figure is going to be $400 to $500.
Oh, and you
and
know,
nobody wants that.
And you know that the scalpers,
Yeah.
the second that they saw, I know we talk about the scalpers as this like living embodiment of evil.
You mean like this guy?
Exactly.
The bad.
You know, but it's the truth of the matter is that throwing the Punisher name into this as well was like cranking up the resale value on the secondary market at least 20%. So a little bit of forward thinking here might have said, you know what? The other two Punishers were so minimal that maybe he's not going to be an exclusive. Maybe we're going to do a general release Punisher and limit the exclusive to something else. You know, and that would be special. But you could tell, again, the Batman was 3 hours before it sold out, which is still a great amount of time, or a short amount of time, I should say. But boom, they crushed this immediately within 20 minutes.
Yep.
So the Punisher, I mean, it's definitely there and worth it.
And to win out, you know, Mezco still makes all their money regardless.
Well,
They
yeah.
still sold
They
all.
do.
Well, that's the thing I think that upsets the fans so much, Evan, is that
I completely understand. I'm just saying.
is that, you know, Mezco, they've got an allocation. It's sold out now. Okay. Jason Nelson says the pre-sales are already closing in on 300 for this one, which is, this was an $85 figure, so over 3 times.
Yeah, I should have gone through the screen captures of getting stuff off of eBay, people already selling it.
The subscription model is a curious one. Worked well for Mewtwo, but I got stuck with so many I didn't want that I had to resell at a discount because they were undesirable characters. Could be cool for a few years at least. Yeah, I mean,
But Matthew, I would say you're right. You get stuck with some duds, and the problem with Matty Collector when they were doing all their Masters of the Universe figures was they did everybody. Everybody got a figure.
Yeah, but
And
also-
do you really want Lizard? Was it like Lizard Man or
but
something
you're
like that?
also talking
No.
about the only license in that collector's
Right.
was Matty. They have DC, they have Marvel, they've got Michael Myers, Jason. They've got all of these
Yeah,
different
Night of
licenses.
the Living Dead, Evil
so
Dead,
you're going to
John Wick.
get a nice smattering of toys.
Right. And the problem with what I loved about Matty Collector was if you were already a member, you got it. And if there was somebody you're like, I'm an occasional fan, I really want Trapjaw, here you are at like, you know, noon on a Tuesday trying to get it on your phone because you don't work in front of a computer. And that talked me out of buying these things. I just didn't want them. I'm like, this isn't worth the $40 headache to get this thing in the mail. It wasn't worth it.
So Matt wants to know how many underground cage fights do you have? That's actually how we decide who gets the toys here. I win most of the time.
Well, Matt, if you really want to know how things work here, we do have our own things. So
Yeah.
it's kind of nice that they don't really cross over that.
Evan isn't into this. Go ahead, let's get our Team
let's
Evan.
do a Team Evan,
Let's
baby.
get Team Evan up
Team
there.
Evan, there it is. Team Evan.
You're gonna have to watch. You don't wanna miss
Russell,
it.
what is up?
let's roll.
Wait,
I saw it earlier.
Russell.
Let's roll into
We
it.
got one for you. Team Russell. Woo! Team Russell, baby.
No, but Bob, though we have some. Evan's not into the whole toy thing.
No, he's not. I still don't
No, I
understand
know.
sometimes why he works here.
He has the things that he likes. Okay, but me and Bob are really the crazy ones. I'm very DC,
You're crazy.
Mezco, Ghostbusters,
Crazy.
Ninja Turtles, and Bob is Star Wars, Star Trek.
Yeah, I have my 66 Batman niche. that I
Batman
like.
66,
Yeah.
Large Monster.
Planet of the Apes,
What?
Monster
Large Monster.
stuff.
I like Big Monster. Universal Studios, Monsters,
You know,
I
so
like that kind of thing.
it's a nice little thing. And the other good thing too is that when we go to the store, not often are we fighting over the same thing. Like
Like you see in Into the Wild episode 3 when MJ and Paul are fighting over Ghostbusters figures.
yeah, exactly. All right, so I need that Stay Puft. Yeah, this is that angry or smiley? I have both.
He's angry. He's
Angry and Smiley.
he's angry.
And then if you check out Evan, we've got
Evan.
Slimer. Good, show him Slimer. There
yeah,
he
you
is.
said that was somebody made that, right?
Yeah, that's a custom
Yeah,
Slimer.
I like that. I think we should get a plastic stand and just have him on it like he's floating. I think that'd be cool.
We might.
Yeah.
We got a Team Evan. We got is Evan up from his nap? Oh.
Woo! Team Russell.
David says, with the subscription, you're adding issues with quality. Why would a company take their product serious if they know that they have stable income no matter what they put out? Take Loot Crate, for example. It was good at the beginning, then it started to send out less desirable products. Yeah, I mean, listen, there are the subscription models nowadays, though, they're starting to change. And if Mezco wanted to get out in front of this thing, they could set up a hybrid subscription model where every month you got a choice to actually pick. This month I'm going to get a Marvel, I'm going to get a DC. It's really just about data management up front and having enough inventory, which might be, which might be the issue.
And then even then, you could probably, I'm sure you could, look at the numbers and going, all right, we've got 250 people interested in the Punisher, we've got 4 people interested in Batman Beyond. So obviously, we either have to make more Punishers, or we should probably make the Punisher an exclusive because he's going to go quicker.
Yeah.
You know, so there's other elements that they could look at to, you know, and then I'll say, well, maybe Batman Beyond is a character we shouldn't do again. Let's just not even do him after this point. He's done. Well, the interest is there. You'll see it one way or the other.
Well, do they only make a certain amount and they don't make any more of them? They don't have any back catalog or stuff.
They do if it doesn't sell out. But the thing is as of late, almost all of them are selling out because they have so many resellers that are purchasing up. Yeah. So, and then they're out there. Mezco may not have them,
right?
But they're out there at what the cost has pretty much been.
Do you think Mezco would ever go back and do ones that they've done before? So then you could say, like, I want this older figure for the subscription.
I think they could get there. I think it's a question of dollars.
That's actually good. I like that.
It's a question of dollars and cents. Jason says personally he likes the exclusive lower production runs. So there again, for a collector focused company to kind of have this kind of gaffe with their ordering, it's rare because Mezco, listen, unfortunately when you piss off the rabid fans like us, that's when we start to nitpick. Yes. Right? So
maybe the last figure wasn't as good as the
maybe this
figure
wasn't
before.
great. The QC, the customer service, these are all things that...
Have we had a problem with Mezco's actual products?
I haven't personally,
no,
but
not from what we've reviewed.
I'm not opening every one of them, but like a Rick Aaliyah, he said, hey, listen, I've experienced QC issues, and the thing is because most people aren't ordering from Mezco because of the $13 shipping, and they're ordering from somebody else, they won't even help you. They'll just say, you got to go to who you ordered it from. Yeah. And then you're left in the lurch. That's why, for me, it's almost like I order from Mezco directly because it's like adding extra insurance. If something happens, I can call them up and they'll fix it. So let's see. Russell said Evan collects Fisher Price still. Gotta love it. Sorry.
That was funny.
David says, yeah, but you wouldn't... but wouldn't you be adding costs to the price of Mezco's at that price point because now you're talking about more manpower, resources spent with the upkeep of the subscriptions? Not really, David. Nowadays with technology, this is all done online. So it is just as simple as managing your data. So if you have the right tech company that can bring in the data, there's no additional upfront other than the first time you set up, hey, here's my choices for this month. Mm-hmm. After that, the rest of it, completely out the door. Anthony said Funko canceled subscriptions and switched to store sales. I felt like they were doing these things that weren't so special, and stores were getting way better exclusives. So hopefully the MCC box will be better on Amazon. Raul said Team Justice League. I'm sure we'll get a Team Evan. Antonio, I'm sorry. Here's the other thing too. You got to remember about Funko is that they switched their subscription model not because they were losing money, but because they were getting guaranteed sales at a retail level. So now, okay, this box only sold 100. Now, they've got these big box chains that are saying, well, we're going to buy as many as you can make and put them in our stores. And now that's money for Funko. And Jason, I'm sorry, I know how much you love Funko. They took some big hits with their IPO this year. And that has really engaged. You'll see Funko cereal and all this stuff. They need to be putting cash back in that business. So that's why I think they made that. But we're kind of going off track. So Mezco, we love their stuff. Okay, stuff like this, people were upset. There were a lot of people. If anybody's in here and had an issue, go ahead, throw it in the comments, and we'll talk about it. But
one thing I wanted to bring up was when things start to go within an hour, within 20 minutes, when they put up exclusives or just regular sales of certain items, that means the bubble is about to pop. And that means you're at the point where you're either going to keep your core members or you're going to start losing people. And when you start to notice that, okay, that one sold out, we really upset a lot of people, we've got to figure out a way to make it up to those diehard fans that really wanted it.
Like Rick. Rick has almost every one, and he's not happy.
The simplest thing to do would almost be to email every one of your buyers who has bought every single one and said, "Did you get one?"
Well, and on top of that,
we want to reach out and make sure that you have a chance to buy one.
I'll give you another way to do that. Every current e-commerce platform has a an empty cart feature, okay? Or a lost shopping cart. They all call them something different, which means, hey, you had something in your shopping cart, but you never actually paid. So they actually could, depending upon what platform they're running.
Right.
And if they're not running a platform that has this, then they need to do something drastic.
I get that from
quick.
T-shirt companies.
They could email everybody and go, hey, we saw you had this in the cart. We're sorry you had difficulties. Here's a $5 coupon. Here's a $10 coupon. It just goes a long way in making better what pisses people off.
It does. And that reinforces a love of a brand. When you don't do that, when you let those little things like that slip, and maybe Mezco's going to do this, but when you let those things slip, that's when you start losing people. You're like, you know what? I really don't need the next one. You know what I mean? Like, nah, you know what? I'm not even going to bother because I lost out on the last one. My collection's not complete now. I got to drop $500 to get this Punisher. I think I'm done. And we heard from one of our members that he said he's done with this.
Yeah.
And he's one of the biggest collectors of Mezcos that we know.
Yeah.
And
No.
For someone to say that, you're like, wow, this was your thing, and now you're ready to go. You know what? He could probably make his money back 3 times over with his collection.
Jason says, but a lot of buyers don't buy directly from Mezco, so they don't know who their big buyers are. That I understand what you're saying, Jason, but you would be able to see if it was the difference of somebody who had 6 or 1 in their cart.
Right.
And also you could take with a simple Excel table and a VLOOKUP. You could go, here's how many orders I had over the course of the year. Here's the people that had it in their cart.
Right.
Here's how many times this person that had it in the cart has bought from us.
Yes.
At least for the people that are buying right from Mezco.
And that's the key element. And those are the people that should be given a second chance or have the chance to say, hey, look, we've got 200 left over from Comic-Con. We're going to give you the opportunity. You have 1 day to buy this. There's your code. You put this in. That opens you up to a portal to buy.
And the other people that aren't ordering from Mezco, I'm sorry to tell you this, but that's your choice. That's your choice.
That's your choice.
I buy from Mezco because I get extra protection, but it's also to support them because then that money's going directly to them at the full price point.
Right.
Instead of them getting the wholesale dollars, I'm giving them the money because I want this company to succeed and continue to go on.
And we like a lot of what they do, not just the 112.
No,
we like a lot of their work.
love their stuff, and they've been great with us, especially with everything that happened with Jarrett.
Yep.
They were very, very great. So, listen, all in all, this was bad. People are upset, and it's going to happen. All we can hope for now is that they do the right things going in the future, because I think if they continue when they, the normal releases, they sell out in a couple days. Okay, that's just how it's been. But if it was weird that they didn't do a wait list for this one, that's because they probably don't have any extra stock.
And it's a summer exclusive.
Yeah.
And they've got to give everybody with their extra maybe 1,000 that they have. I mean, what is that, 6 in a box? How many boxes is that?
It's not
that they're
many.
going to take to San Diego.
What's the difference between a Mezco exclusive and a regular Mezco?
It's really the regular Mezcos come in a bigger box. The exclusives have a sticker and normally something more. It's a more limited run. And then you've got the PX exclusive, like the Batman behind you. that comes in the
No,
tin.
that's an exclusive too.
as well. That's an
So's the
exclusive.
Joker,
So,
and so's Spidey
I don't know
over
that
there.
we have. Oh, go grab Old Man Logan over there.
Yeah, we have Old Man Logan.
So we'll actually show you the three while we're here today. So this is your exclusive. This is your standard.
There's your difference in box sizes, at least.
And then this is your PX exclusive, which comes in the tin.
Which is what we love. We love
yeah,
the tin.
I love the tin.
I love the tin.
So that's your three different types of Mezco. So listen, the Mezco Directs exclusives aren't sold at other retailers. There you go too. So listen,
What retailer's selling?
We've seen a few at a couple comic book shops already.
Comic book stores.
Yeah. I think that's it.
no, the Mezco Direct stuff you can only buy on their website.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, if somebody bought six,
that's the exclusive.
yes, they can
Yeah.
go. They can go out to like a wholesaler.
Yeah.
If I bought 6, I bought 12, I bought 18, God forbid, and you'll see them on the secondary market. But all right, guys, listen. That's it for today. Feel free, message us, message Mezco. We're still going to see if we can hear back from them, get a little, method to the madness here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to tell them what we hear, because we want to see them, do
Succeed. We want them to succeed. Like, this
Do
isn't,
better.
we're not upset about the company. We're upset about how this was handled, how this was not given a chance for collectors and people who really want to buy it.
listen,
and we question
this
6 as an exclusive.
I think one thing to remember, and I know that we're going to do our defend it thing like we did with NECA, but you got to remember, this isn't Hasbro, this isn't Mattel.
Right.
This is a smaller company. So this could have just been you know what, guys? We we missed the
Didn't
boat.
know.
It happened. It was a mix-up, So, but I'm hoping that they learn from what happened here and then do a little bit better next time. You know what I mean? So, all in all, we're upset. We were able to get one to review from one of our buddies, but it's going to go back to him.
What?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to keep it.
I don't know about that.
All right, well, we'll see then. Where's the questions? Give away those Mezcos. All MJ personal. I'm a nightmare collector. All right, that's it.
Wait, we're going to be at GamerCon.
We're going to be at GamerCon. Okay, tomorrow we're going to give you guys 2 chances to win tickets to GamerCon. We've got 2 weeks worth we can give away now.
Okay.
So you can get a pair of tickets that you'll pick up right at GamerCon for free. So if you're watching now and you're in the Jersey area, you want to go to GamerCon, you want to come see us, we're going to have plenty of door prizes. We're sponsoring the Switch giveaway for their Smash Brothers tournament. So come check us out. Follow us on Instagram. What? Oh, we're going to do a panel talking about toy collecting and what it's like to run a group of over 40,000
I know.
members.
How nervous is Evan going to be?
Oh, yeah.
Up
He's-
there with that panel. You can't even talk on
Well,
these
we'll
live
make
streams.
sure he takes a
Well, I'm
nap.
fine here.
We can't even talk on the live. Oh, you're fine
Yeah.
here. Yeah, you're talking to Bert and Adam and Robbie
Harley.
back there.
All right, guys. It's hot. We will see you tomorrow, the final day of True.
Yeah.
See you later.
Bye, guys.
That was good.